Okay, let's talk about this community. Why do you think it's just so special? And it's really gone through some ups and downs. And when you think about this place in its heyday, it's almost impossible to imagine how much of a thriving metropolis it was. But there's still a lot of moving parts here. And this is a great school district. You're a product of it. And I asked him earlier, I said, well, how long have you been here? He said, my entire life. So what was it like growing up in this community?
That was a great place. I grew up right in Renzi Park. One of the gems of the city. Being able to go outside, play a lot of sports and everything else. So everybody kind of came there. So my house was always the hotbed for any sporting event and everything else. There'd be 20 guys in my backyard getting ready to go outside and play some ball.
So looking up at McKeesport as a kid and then having an opportunity to play for Coach Smith, who all in all, between his first stint and then his second stint, over 200 victories, state title, WPIAL title, 31 years at the helm. What was that like, finally getting a chance to put on the pads and be in that locker room, hearing him give you a pregame speech?
Oh, it meant a lot. So he still means a lot to me. I still talk to him, see him probably once, twice a week. We still, converse about football and everything else. But, when you're growing up, the only thing you want to do is put the red and blue on. You want to be a Tiger, and, it's something that's ingrained in you. My dad coached and played here, and, was always hearing all the old stories from up at War Memorial Stadium up there. It's gone now, but, you hear the tradition of the game, and you ultimately want to be a part of it. And hopefully someday you're able to play and then, maybe take it to the next level and play in college.
Mike Logan, of course, Brandon Short, of course, rich alumni, and they still pop in and out. What's the whole thing with the Pro Football Hall of Fame thing?
There's a handful of guys. Not many people have, high schools have had too many guys that have played in the NFL and then also played in the Super Bowl. So we have something like 5 or 6 guys that played in the actual Super Bowl, which is pretty amazing. And then in 2005, Mike Logan and Russell Stuvons, both McKeesport guys, are on that team. So it's pretty crazy when you talk about a 53-man roster. 2 of those guys being from McKeesport and playing for their home team.
Well, one of the main reasons, obviously, Mike's dad, dear friend, longtime cameraman at Channel 2. Just feel real honored to be here in McKeesport. Many of my other friends, so I just can't thank you enough. And I know you got a lot on your mind, but just to be having that opportunity to go to Accushore and play in this game, as a coach, this has just got to be such a kick for you, huh?
It's really cool because of the community. The community's really behind it. I want to. Every game to me is like the championship. It's like I live and die on every game, on every play. I don't want to lose to anyone. But this one has a little bit, finality. If you lose, you don't get to come back and fix things. But really, what's most exciting is how the buzz in school is, how the community's talking. It's cool.
All right, well listen, anything I can ever do for you in this community, let me know.
Appreciate it.
Don't forget, that action is all coming up on Friday, and I'm going to kick off the morning on the Big K Morning Show. We're going to have people like, names I'm sure he recognizes, George Novak's going to be there, also Tom Nola's going to join me, Don Yanessa, Bob Palco, Terry Totten, and Jim Render. And when I can, I'm going to come back, if I can't run into him today, to talk to truly one of the most gracious coaches I've ever been around, a dear friend who always made time for me morning, noon, and night, the legend of George Smith. It's your Pratte Pack. Now, we're on our way to Eastern Ohio to talk some basketball. We just never stop. Don't forget those Coons Quality Food Sports Reports Saturday and Sunday morning, beginning at 5:15 a.m. and every half hour until 7:45 a.m. And we always talk everything that's sports on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show after local news at 11. Happy Turkey Day week. Happy Championship week. Have a great day, everybody.